Chris Huckabones today from Huckabones, Kubota. We're here today. We're going to talk about some BXs. We have two models here today. We have the BX2380 and we have the BX23S. And we're hoping to show you a few things you haven't seen before on the BX models. Start with the BX23S model with the skid steer quick attach to demonstrate how we take the bucket on and off, because we have both the skid steer quick attach and then we also have a pin on bucket style. So today Dan's going to hop on, he's going to fire it up, and then I'm going to lift the two levers and we're going to show you how to take it on and off correctly. So one of the things we've talked about before with customers is whenever they're taking the bucket on and off is safety, because they are two pins going down that lock it in place. If they are missed by just even a quarter inch, the pin doesn't know that and will still just go down completely. It'll look like the bucket is attached to the tractor where it is not, and you'll go through your bucket of earth and you'll get about 3/4 of the way up and the bucket will fall off. It can create a dangerous scenario where accidents have happened in the past. So you want to always double check. The easiest way is whenever it's up a couple inches just to step on it like that, and you'll see the movement or no movement at all. And you can also check directly down at the pins to make sure they are slotted in the correct place. So one thing whenever you're going to be doing some services on your BXs is just how to properly lift the hood on it. So Kubota's come up with a quick way to have the front grill guard come down, so that makes life a lot easier on the customer and yourself. The old BXs, you had to remove the grill guard completely whenever you're doing implements and stuff for the front, like your front snowblowers. So they've come up with a great way of integrating it into the system now. So it's just on hinges here to move the front grill forward. So it makes life very easy that way. And then lever here that you pull back on. The arrow makes it somewhat confusing, but you just pull directly towards you and you just lift up then. So it gives you complete access to the engine bay where you're able to check your fluid levels on your oil as well as your fuel filter. So whenever you're going to close your hood, you just, again, it's a two-step process. You just close your hood down, you'll hear it latch, and then you want to make sure that your front grill guard, you put it back into the proper setting. So close it like that. So next we're just going to show you a few features on the BX whenever we deal with your ranges and your PTOs turning on and off. So two of the first more important levers that you'll use quite often whenever you have front attachments or rear attachments. So in this case we have mid PTO as well as a rear PTO. The lever here, it tells it which one to turn on, and then this one engages it. They always have the yellow to signify that it's for safety, so that something is going to be turning on. It separates it from the other levers for yourself. Next we have the rear differential lock. You use your heel to engage that. It'll lock one of your a third wheel whenever you're in four-wheel drive. It helps whenever you're in a sticky scenario. I always make the joke that if you're using it, you're already stuck. So then we have the height adjustment. We'll demonstrate this later in the video. It helps with your cutting height to adjust it from 1 to 4 inches. Next we have the flow control valve. It hardly ever gets used. It gets set right in the middle whenever it's delivered. It helps with the 3-point hitch to either speed it up or slow down. And generally speaking, with the implements in the middle, you never really notice much. So we'll also talk about your throttle lever to make adjustments for your RPM output. So you just pull back on it and it's labeled with a rabbit and turtle. We'll speed it up or slow it down as needed. So we have your forward and reverse levers right here. They're connected together. You'll see them both move at the same time, either on the forward pedal or the reverse pedal. You have your park brake, which engages with your brake on the far side. We have your four-wheel drive engagement, so in and out of four-wheel drive is as simple as lifting up on the lever or down. We have your 2-range hydrostatic transmission adjustment, so it's labeled with a rabbit and turtle. So as simple as changing ranges is just sliding down like that. We have your lowering and lifting your 3-point hitch whenever you have a rear blade or rear implement like a tiller, either lowers or lifts it. And then we have your loader control here. It's nicely labeled on the loader what exactly it does. The nice thing about the small BX model is it has a 2-function valve that lets you do 2 functions at once. We're going to talk about how to take the loader on and off on the BX. You've probably seen it in many other videos. We're just going to do a quick demonstration of it. The number one trick to doing it is have it on level ground. The more level you can make your ground, taking it on and off, the easier it will be on yourself. It's a 4-step process to do that Dan here is going to demonstrate. It can be done at any dealership. There's probably other videos showing you, but we're just going to demonstrate it for yourself. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is the backhoe for the BX23S and how to properly move it. You're going to see Dan do this again. So one of the most popular options we have on the BX23S, and that one that we highly recommend that you get with any purchase of a BX, is the thumb. It comes quite handy whenever you're grabbing pretty much anything. Whenever it comes to stumps or stones, it really comes in handy to be using it. It comes with 2 holes to adjust here, as well as 3 internally, so quite a bit of adjustment and lots of play in there so that you're able to grab whatever you need to grab. It's very difficult without a thumb to be grabbing or balancing things against the boom. It gets very difficult, and it's kind of like using your hand without a thumb. It's like trying to balance things against your wrist. It just doesn't work very well. So again, it's about a $400 option for the thumb. I strongly recommend it. We're finished talking about the BX23S, and we're going to move now to the 2380, as we mentioned earlier. We're going to show a few of the differences as to why you may want to be thinking about the 2380 over a BX23S. So for the differences between the BX23S and the BX2380 are pretty minimal. There isn't a whole lot of differences. We're going to touch on a few. Basically, the BX23S comes with a backhoe, whereas the 2380 does not. At the time of purchase, if you're thinking about a backhoe, you must purchase the BX23S. You cannot put a backhoe on this unit, so that's one of the biggest differences. Outside of that, you can put a loader on it. This particular model we have set up today just has the pin-on bucket. You can purchase it with the skid steer quick attach at the time. And it also comes standard with a 3-point hitch. One of the other differences is the seats. This one does not turn around because there is no backhoe. So this particular model, we have installed a mower deck, and we're going to demonstrate how to take that off. It's the RCK 5423BX. It is not the drive over deck. We're going to demonstrate how easy it is to take on and off, because some people assume that it is difficult compared to the drive over capable one. On the popularity end, we sell about 10 standard decks compared to 1 drive over deck. Once we demonstrate to people how easy it is to take the deck on and off, they see that it's not worth the extra money to get the drive over capable one. So it took 4 minutes for Dan to remove that deck. And just to talk a little bit about the deck, as we've already mentioned a few times, it's 54 inches wide. There's three blades under there, and it's all shaft driven. A few things that he did in the removal of the deck is you can see the wheels turn completely sideways to roll either on or off. The removal of the shaft is as simple as easy as a GR or any of the other products. Is just a slide back option on the shaft itself. Now we're going to reinstall the deck. It goes a little bit quicker, but it should take around 3 minutes to do. So. So we're going to be wrapping things up now. If you have any questions or concern, leave them in the comments below. And we're just going to show you how powerful these BXs are. We've got a weighted lift here of 750 pounds, and we're going to do a demonstration. So as you can see, it's going to meet all your requirements with your lift capacities and digging depth on the backhoe. Thank you for watching the video. It's brought to you by Huckabones Equipment.